Tonight, Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is being accused of misleading Donald Trump in his assessment of the war in Iran. In a new report from the Washington Post, Hegseth has served as a top cheerleader for the war effort, often boasting of American military might. But after Iran shot down that F-15 and an A-10 fighter jet over the weekend, his repeated claims of American invulnerability in Iranian airspace are facing new scrutiny.
Starting last night and to be completed in a few days, in under a week, the two most powerful air forces in the world will have complete control of Iranian skies, uncontested airspace. Iran will be able to do nothing about it. We're hunting and striking death and destruction from above. Iran's air defenses flattened.
Tara Palmieri is with us at the table, and effectively there's a difference between the types of air dominance that we have. I mean, the planes are able to fly largely over the airspace at certain altitudes, but as was demonstrated on Friday, at lower altitudes, pretty more basic weapons can down a plane, which is what happened. I should read this, the Pentagon spokesperson, Sean Connell. He says that scrutiny of Hegseth's public messaging is lies and propaganda. He says Hegseth has provided the commander-in-chief with decisive military options to achieve our clear scoped objectives. He says the Washington Post is pushing a fake news story. Not surprising, but what do you make of Hegseth's public and private performance?
I think he is completely off message every time he's speaking. I mean, anyone can tell that Iran still has the ability to shoot down our weapons. They're able to shoot down our fighter pilots. I mean, this is not a country that has been obliterated, like the president said this summer. We can't really trust anything he says, and I think you really can't trust anything the president says either, and that's why so many people, their faith in the administration, it's completely wrong, including among the president's, closest allies, like you've seen in the past year, and really across his base now. People just don't know who to believe anymore, and when you can't trust anyone, then you turn to conspiracy.
Do you trust General Kane? He says we've destroyed like 13,000 military targets. You think that's a lot?
I'm not sure, because
The chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General
we
Kane.
have gotten so much
sure he's alive.
disinformation.
This is a career military officer, a man of high honor and high. What do you think? I mean, you sit in on the briefings. Can we not trust what General Kane is telling us about the military devastation we have wrought on these terrorists?
We've got the best men and women serving us, and the best generals and best intel day to day. Those who work, who's a career, who do an incredible job. I think part of the frustration I think that you're getting at, as a member of Congress and someone who sits on the Intelligence Committee, I will tell you, we've not been getting the briefings that we should be getting. They've not briefed any, they haven't come and testified before the committees about the conflict. It's very difficult to get this information out, and he hasn't laid out for the country, the president hasn't laid out for the country in a clear way, and or the Congress of what are the objectives, how do we know what a win looks like? And I think we're laying out a lot of the things of what we hope to have accomplished or hope to accomplish in the future, and I know that I want to make sure we've gotten done on the missiles, on the drone program, the terror program, the nuclear program, right? Those are all key objectives. We're just not getting the information that we need to be making some of these calls and to know really what to believe and what not to believe, and that's the frustration.
Also worth noting, the CNN just reported this week that Iran still maintains a lot of its ballistic missile capabilities, its drone capabilities, despite all of that devastation of those 13,000 targets. And then the New York Times had a deep piece today about, based on Maggie Haberman and John Swan's book, about how Trump got into this war, based on a briefing from Benjamin Netanyahu that made it sound like this would be easy.
At what point do we say that the people who are in leadership are the problem? We're not questioning the integrity of the career military folks, Scott. That's a red herring that you like to throw out anytime we criticize the people who
They're
are
giving
at
us
the
the
subject.
information. They're giving us the
We're
details.
talking about
At 8 o'clock in the
morning.
And give us information. You either believe General Kane or you don't.
Well, General Kane, what he's been saying is not what's in question, it's about what Hegseth is saying.
They look pretty rough when they stand there together.
Not all the time. That's right. And there was also reporting about how he wasn't completely in agreement before we went into this war, and then all of a sudden that got real quiet again, because, you know, there's only so far they can go when they're a general, or Pete Hegseth will fire you. But then again, General Kane's not black or a woman, so I guess his job is safe. So the problem here is also that the men and women who are the best in the world in our military, you know, we should apologize to them for having served under such incompetent leadership. I mean, the fact that we've got someone who is a morning show host, unserious, cosplaying G.I. Joe, young frat boy.
Won the popular vote, won the electoral college.
I'm talking about Pete Hegseth. I'm not talking about the draft dodgers. I'm not talking about the draft dodgers. The losers were serving. I'm not talking about Donald Trump. Let's follow along. I'm talking about Hegseth, who was credibly accused of sexual assault, who was credibly accused of running a veterans organization to the ground, and he's never run anything as large as the
Confirmation battle.
So,
You lost it. It's over. You don't have to keep fighting.
you know what? If you want to keep if you want to keep
You don't want it. You lost it. These are the same talking points of last year.
That's
You
on
lost
you.
it.
But the American people who are very upset with what's going on, and a lot of MAGA people who don't want their sons and daughters being sent into forever wars that Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump and all these folks promised they wouldn't do, you can look at the polls and see how in trouble Republicans are, because
That
the
actually
American
got foreign
people.
policy by poll.
All right, let me let
No, I would
Chris have a word here before
hosts.
we go. Go ahead, Chris.
No, I think, you know, first of all, I don't think it's very fair to have two terrorists from Jersey.
That's right. That's right. Jersey girl power.
That aside, again, I just think when you get into so many of these, I get it. Hegseth said, we have absolute air superiority, nobody will ever be shot down. That's just ridiculous. I mean, there are shoulder-held surface air missiles. I think this was an SA-7 that was Russian-made. These can easily be smuggled in. They're always going to exist there. You cannot lose sight that we have, through our military, decimated what has happened in Iran right now. And it's a safer world because of that. It's safer in Israel. It's safer because Hamas is not going to be getting.
But not for anyone who is around Iran. Talk to Lebanon right now. Do you think they think it's a safer world right now? What about the United Arab?
Bahrain put forward a UN resolution, and China and that said open the strait, and China and Russia said no. Why?
The
Why
rest
do
of
you
the
think that
world is going to
Because
have
they
to
know
now
exactly
pay Iran
what
to get
to
their
ratchet this
oil.
up
It
in
is
order to
not
make
a
us
safer
less
world
safe.
now.
You think it was free?
Iran is
You think it was
richer
free
now.
before?
Iran is richer
Were they just
now.
giving it away
And
for
so is
free?
Putin.
Was
Well,
the
they,
oil free
well,
before?
Scott, they first, okay, Scott, we gotta go, but listen, Iran was selling oil at a huge discount because it was sanctioned. That oil that is on the
We'll see what
that
this
oil
goes.
that is on the ocean has been unsanctioned by this administration, and now they are tolling boats
Well, by the
coming
way, the
through
war's still going
the
on.
Strait of Hormuz. So they are making, guys, they are making billions of dollars. That's, don't take my word for it. You can go look it up. Next for us, some of MAGA's biggest voices are furious now at the president and his handling of this war in Iran. There's even talk in their ranks about invoking the 25th Amendment. We'll discuss what that means next.
Mission to the Moon, Artemis 2 launch. Get complete coverage on the CNN app.
When my mom died, everything changed. She was my best friend. You hope you never need life insurance. But when I did, it was there. With Ethos, you can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Runners will do anything to cut through the wind. Why? When you can go fast the easy way. Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aerobursts. High-performance running shoes designed to cut through the wind with unbelievable speed. Plus, they're lightweight and feature Goodyear rubber. Go fast in Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst.
Leaf Filter is America's #1 gutter protection system because it's built right. Leaf Filter is designed to keep debris out of your gutters and water flowing.
When it's built right, it shows. That's why it's Homes Approved.
It's good to be #1. Always. Schedule your free gutter inspection today.
I'm Erica, and these are my breasts. We've changed a lot through the years, from dating to breastfeeding and gravity. Then another change, along breast cancer. As part of my treatment, my doctor and I chose to have Kisqali, a pill that can help reduce my risk of breast cancer from coming back. Now I embrace change and focus on today.
Kisqali, with an aromatase inhibitor, is for adults with stage 2 and 3, HR positive, HER2 negative, early breast cancer with a high risk of coming back. Kisqali may cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts.
Use this time for some target practice. The real thing's coming soon. Dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
And many were completely
All
clear.
stations, green light. We're deploying to Warzone.
People also saw significant movement in pain, redness, itching, and diffuse allergic serious allergic reactions and chest infections or lower area front and pain. For treating congenital infections
Your team leader. Set a drop point
Ask
for
your
your squad
doctor about
soldier.
Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis.
You got any preferences?
Position. Move to the safe zone.
Can you mark it?
Enemy dropping into the AR.
To support healthy regularity, reduce bloating, and daily digestion. Get bloating under control. Start PSO1 today at
Eliminate all targets in the AR.
She has Demodex blepharitis. Every morning. Now meet the Demodex birds. They wake up to
Check your map. Mark the point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas screen.
It targets and kills the mice. Don't touch the tip of the bottle to your eye or any surface to minimize contamination. Wait 15 minutes before inserting contact lenses. The most common side effects are skin removal in 1 out of 10 patients. Break the cycle and kill the mice. We've been building chainsaws for over 100 years. Comes in a mower. New blade, same bloodline.
There's something about this place.
It's really so what we do is people like you.
Sunday at Hines. Stay on the same.
Help your squad mates secure the intel. Join it and speed up that.
Is President Trump too far gone for some of that famous voices? Well, cracks in the base have been forming for months now, but more of the
Intel point check. Right. Burn the peak of the next gas.
On every level, it begins with a promise to use the U.S. military, our military, to destroy civilian infrastructure in another country, which is to say to commit a war crime, a moral crime against the people of the country.
Adding armor.
Welfare, by the way, was the reason we supported this war in the first place. There will be nothing like speak that way on peace.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Fresh back.
called Carlson, in person.
They got me.
I like dealing with smart people and tools, but Carlson is not the only one who's on this war. He says the President Trump has spent too much time on foreign adventures, and in fact, it's time to turn the attention back home. Marjorie Taylor Greene called Trump's post evil and by no means am I suggesting that any of these people are authorities on much, but these are Trump's people. These are the people that Trump used to get elected the first time and the second time. And so the turnaround here is
Well, look, they're isolations, and he's not. He never has been. There's been a lot of people in that wing of our politics that want to ascribe or attach to him. He just never has been. He wasn't in his first
Enemy
term.
hunters were eliminated.
He's been a hawk on Iran his entire adult life, and I see some of these people now saying, he had no idea Donald Trump hated Iran and thought we should have a nuclear weapon. I mean, take the car key out of your ear. For goodness sakes, like, this has literally been his position since he was like 30 years old. I don't know what they've been listening to until now, other than this. They wanted always to try to get him into their will. What they don't understand about Trump is that people then do his. He's the head of the government. He runs the country.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Switching mags. I don't know how many times Trump arguing that Democrats would take us into war with Iran, Trump arguing that we spent too much time on regime change in the Middle East. They're not saying this because they made it up out of thin air. They're saying it because Trump ran on it.
And I'm sorry, but I was going to say that, like, what should worry Scott is that the lines that President Trump uses, his base are now using against him, which shows that there is uncertainty right now in the core of his base. The people who actually fear
Loading fresh mag.
and maybe some Alex Jones, like, these are the people that
Are you suggesting that the elected president of the United States should run
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
based on the daily
he already runs it based on what Fox News.
That's crazy.
Everything we
He
read.
has to run it based on the circumstances. The circumstances are, I'm not going to let here it is, full stop.
People, only one
Camping. Get out of here.
Just a couple of weeks ago, before this war began.
Sending it back. Incoming fire.
Squad mate has entered the
Third party. Quit doing that bull crap.
Trump has prosecuted this war by way of pixel posts. Okay? So to sit here and say that he doesn't hit the have past bros or anything like that is asinine, because we all know that he doesn't read. He doesn't read his presidential databases. He calls in people and rules by
mate won the
committee and
fight.
asks,
They're
random
redeploying
folks who's,
now.
dining in Mar-a-Lago what he should do for foreign policy. I mean, this is not exactly an example of someone who is stable, who is focused, who actually has strategy. So, and it's clear by what we're seeing. And the American people, including his MAGA base, is looking at this going, this is not what we voted for. They feel betrayed by him. MAGA has been betrayed by Donald Trump, and they're waking up and seeing that. So we're talking about Tara, tell us a little bit.
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
Yeah. Right. So over Christmas, my for MAGA supporters. They are not swing voters. They believe Trump. It's part of their When I saw them, 4 months later, all they could talk about was how they were betrayed. They were betrayed. They did not want to go into a war. There was no end date. They were fearful that there would be
Friendly loadout drops on the way.
one day. They
Enemy soldier incoming.
They looked back at Iraq. They thought this is expensive, inflation.
Gas is inbound.
Switching mags.
Use safe zone.
Were actually happening, and there was uncertainty. Things don't add up. That is what they kept saying. These are not easy questions.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point to discover the next gas spread.
Crazy pointed out that I think is right is domestic stuff. And there's been a lot less focus on people like high cost. And that's got to be part of the conversation. I think that's been lost. I think it's one of the things pissing everyone off.
Well,
also because the numbers show it. We have a record number of veteran foreclosures because Trump has cut what's gone on at the VA. We have record numbers of bankruptcies for farmers because Trump has betrayed them. We have less jobs created under Donald Trump than we did under Joe Biden, and he's betrayed our blue-collar workers. So it's reflected in the polls, Scott, and I don't think you're telling the American people they're
Your squad mates started securing the intel. Join them to increase the speed of the capture.
And next for us, a trend in how the president describes his cabinet officials. That's
Reloaded. All on Laura Codes Live. Next on CNN.
Third party, the bunch of
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Behind me.
I got third party.
There's like 5 of them over here.
Quit whining. We're not coding today. For those with depression not getting enough relief from your antidepressant, adding Caplyta can help you let in the light, providing greater relief from depression than antidepressants alone. And unlike some medications, Caplyta is also proven to deliver significant symptom relief from both bipolar 1 and 2 depression.
Elderly dementia patients have increased risk of death or stroke. Caplyta is not approved for dementia-related psychosis. Call your doctor about new or sudden mood changes, behaviors, or suicidal thoughts right away. Antidepressants may increase these risks. Which may be life-threatening or uncontrolled muscle weakness, which may be permanent. High cholesterol weakness may occur. Stable blood sugar, which may be fatal. Common side effects are sleepiness, dizziness, nausea, dry mouth, feeling tired, and diarrhea. These aren't all the side effects.
Ask your doctor about Caplyta.
Taxes was chasing updates. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert doing it all for you. Speed Chase is doing. Now this is Taxes. Don't miss the day. File for your team.
Because running a small business takes a lot. That's why we're the Help Protect Your Privacy store. And the big business over the street address store. So while you're juggling everything else like the boss you are, we're the extra pair of hands store. You can count on us as the shoulder in your box and everything to keep you going store. Get 25% off shredding. Visit equipmentstore.com/shred.
We've been building chainsaws for over 100 years. Now that century of cutting comes in a moment.
Reloading.
She's really good there. Yeah. Don't feel your age. Act your age. Ask her thing.
Trust matters in crypto. Kraken has been building since 2011, rated the #1 crypto exchange by Forbes in 2025, and ranked #1 in security by Kaiko. Trade over 11,000 US stocks and ETFs, and over 500 crypto assets in one app. Earn rewards on eligible crypto. Manage everything in one place. And for a limited time, deposit and trade $100 and get $10 in Bitcoin. Kraken. Trade with confidence.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
You have no idea how long Marvin's waited.
Pushing mags.
Before getting his new team from Affordable Ventures and Implants, Marv wouldn't let himself dream about getting back on stage. But now, he's back under the bright lights, where he belongs.
Come get this loot.
Sing your heart out, Marv. Burn it. Affordable Ventures and Implants. That's what we do.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
It's magical and majestic. It's really our passion to share what we do with the
Fresh mag.
Fire station deployed.
Sunday at 9 on CNN and next day on CNN app.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Closed captioning brought to you by Meso Book.
Trump, who was a showman before he was president, still has a producer's eye in the Oval Office. Look no further than how he keeps describing people as, quote, out of central casting.
Care package on standby.
Central casting from doing a movie.
TACOM, care package on my grid.
The real guy, and he's central casting.
I'm gonna nominate you. Get to the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
Great schools, the best everything.
Smoke screen bombardment available.
Central casting. The central casting, I've never seen a group of people like this. Everyone's in perfect shape. I once said to one of the pilots, he looked like central casting. Look at Tom Cruise, but maybe better. That's central casting. Let's put him in a movie. Look at him. He's the central casting guy.
You're being tracked by an enemy squad. Evade and survive.
Even the glasses are perfect. There's a man who, he's central casting, okay? Is he central casting? We call it central casting if you were doing a movie for location.
And thank you very much for watching Newsnight. This live starts right now.
This is CNN breaking
Your
news.
squad mate is marked as a most wanted target. Kill enemies and secure supply caches to help remove the bounty on their head.
Ceasefire. The U.S. and Iran have both confirmed that they have agreed to a 2-week pause. The announcement came just 90 minutes before President Trump's threat to destroy Iran's whole civilization was set to come due. There's still a lot to learn, including the exact timing of when the ceasefire is fully in effect. So we'll walk through exactly what we know now. So in his announcement, the president conditioned the ceasefire. He said he would suspend the U.S. bombing campaign only if the Strait of Hormuz was reopened. And a short time later, Iran confirmed it. The Iranian foreign minister weighed in on that critical piece Trump was looking for. He says 2 weeks safe passage through the strait will be possible by coordinating with Iran's armed forces. The other parties in the war also appear to be on board. The White House says Israel is ready for some talks with Iran in the coming days. And we're told that Steve Witkoff, Jared Kushner, and Vice President J.D. Vance are all expected to attend. The big question is how will all of this come together?
Your squad mate
Well,
survived.
it seems that
Contract
a frantic
complete.
diplomatic scramble by Pakistan played a huge part. The White House says that's likely where negotiations will take place. And those negotiations will not be easy. With what Iran's Supreme National Security Council is claiming will allow President Trump or Iran's foreign minister. Now, for one, Iran's National Security Council claims the United States has, in principle, agreed to lift all primary and secondary.
Oh no.
Recognize Iranian control over the Strait of Hormuz. Trump
New intel just in.
says they're
Classified
very
will be airdropped in your radar shortly.
and Iran's 10-point plan is a quote workable basis. And the days ahead will tell us whether this is true off-ramp or just ceasefire. The markets for now, they are optimistic.
Marking hostiles. Enemy mover. Marking target location.
More than 2%.
Switching max.
The enemy squad hunting you is down. You're clear for now.
Ongoing for inspections begin with our CNN program and White House correspondent for the New York Times.
Get back in the fight.
Classified weapons are now ready. Acquire one to gain the
Sounds like
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
what has been
You're losing ground. Moving.
hours, if not 30+ days. Don't want to begin with you because the administration.
I got 10.
President of the United States. How confident is the White House that a peace deal will actually be achieved within this window?
Well,
Squad mates located a high-value target. Hunt them down.
right now we're talking about a peace deal just earlier this week that was the threat that we've seen from the president talking about wiping out the civilization. Right? So now to already make that turn to now negotiations, I think just that arc, you have
just hours ago, the president
Marking hostile.
Up top.
Tagging waypoint.
launch attacks that many international laws would say would amount to war crimes, right?
The obliteration of civilian infrastructure.
Civilian infrastructure, bridges, power plants, right? And now, throughout this plan, you have seen now, with Pakistan involved, and our reporting does show a last-ditch effort by the Chinese as well, this diplomatic breakthrough, at least for now, right? It's now 2 weeks away. This is also a sign of
Enemy dropping into the AO. Your squad mate has acquired a classified weapon. Keep them safe to make the most of it.
Tariffs, Greenland, now with Iran, you have basically a vague threat, a demand, ambiguous benchmarks, a maximalist demand, and then a deadline, and then an extension. The difference with this is that from like terrorists,
Got gas inbound.
terrorists
Safe
that
zone
impacts
relocated.
this is life and death consequences.
Gulag
right?
locked down.
Some terrorists
Reloading.
and you're seeing
But it is talking about the president spoke with the tonight, and he is victory on a total and complete victory, 100%, no question about it. He also went on to say that Iran's uranium would be personally taken care of. What's that?
The president has been all over the place on what the objectives of this war are, and therefore we really never know have we achieved them. Or rather, shockingly, I don't Yes, so I think this is something where the president just had a way out again, and therefore the opportunity to declare victory and hopefully let this sort itself out. Unfortunately, this is
not this
our
time.
deal is not taking place here. Our president is not negotiated. It is
Changing man, they're on me.
The situation is moving forward.
Well, you know, this one's only 12 earlier, as that article was happening in the Civilazation.
Marking loop.
As of yesterday, this
Hostile grenade. Get ready to redeploy.
Back on the field.
All remaining. Stay sharp.
Morning, he said, quote, "You're going to have to see." Now, talking about
Top three, don't let up now.
and some trust in terms of what happened next.
Gas
What
is
does
closing
that
in.
do in terms of
Relocating
the
safe zone.
aspect for the duration of the
Ceasefire is going to go after any of their infrastructure, civilian or otherwise. The ceasefire's premise
Jack
on the
up.
idea
Get
that
me a
they're gonna win the
UAV.
Straits, we're not going
Loading
to
fresh
bomb them.
bag.
We in Israel are not going to bomb them, and then for 2 weeks we're going to negotiate to some sort of a settlement. Is that
But what I mean is his statement about having that guarantee sort of looming, that's got to have an impact on one's trust in negotiations.
fair enough? But hopefully cause negotiations to come to a conclusion. You always have to know that if they don't
Downfield DVR against contact. Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
That's right. If they're camp like not a civilization, that's not a thing. They're not do things like that. And so those statements are obviously problematic by the president.
UAV standing by.
They're requesting UAV overflight.
Some sort. I mean, this 10-point plan that the Iranians have put out. I mean, we put out a maximalist 15-point plan. They put out a minimalist 5-point plan. This 10-point plan is actually worse than their original 5-point plan. It's a disaster.
Tasking requested, Steve. Yes, done. Gas is moving in. New safe zone located.
That is hopefully not where we're headed, because if we are, or anywhere near that, that is a bad
Well, let's talk about Zola. The president also, this is coming in tonight as well.
We do know that Pakistan was working on this
Okay.
throughout.
It will hurt, but you'll be all right.
China got involved in trying to bring about some sort of.
Be advised, you still have squad mates outside the safe zone.
The details of exactly how they got involved still unclear at this point. This is all just happening.
As we reported on how extensively, why this had this woman.
I think it's
Oh man, give me a fucking break.
the world understands that China has the
Hostiles
most
are
to gain
resupplying.
from this in relation to Iran. So any influence that they could have over the president to allow him a way out will be rewarded for China. So I think this is where China will in the end benefit. And we have to remember, of course, this war has been very costly for the United States. We've expended almost 2 years of production of interceptor missiles, and those are easy to replace. So even though we are the most powerful military on the planet, the reality is
Let's talk about what I want to that is Iran in terms of having the control over the trade. Now they have not physically controlled it, extraordinary level, but it is international watching now, based on what we are learning from these ceasefire discussions. Essentially, people.
Only 5 remain. You were close.
And they would based off of, I think, the regional sort of plan, the 10-point that's
Losing ground.
when I
Moving.
talk to officials, like, this is a framework and a launching pad. I don't know if they're going to have an actual agreement where they agree to have to allow Iran to make the deal. I just don't know if that would be the case in terms of the final outcome after these 2 weeks. But look, right now, I mean, when you have a chokehold,
Hello?
Hey, did you finish my calls?
Yeah.
Energy prices are set globally.
Okay.
You have a ripple effect right now when it comes
I'll
to
ask that
how
to,
Iran is treated.
I'll drop them off. I'll be over in a little
This is
bit.
exactly what's contributing to the
Okay.
economic
All right,
anxiety
bye.
in the U.S. It's exactly what's resulting in higher gas prices throughout, the globe at this point. So there's absolutely substantial impacts when it comes to this trade.
Hire statewide reading coaches and make sure tax dollars
News for
Downtown arena now underway. Fans in Oklahoma City are beginning to open.
That's right. News 4's Austin Brissett has more of the future for Oklahoma City.
It's going to have so many upgraded amenities and things to brag about. The loading dock, the back of house hallways, like anything even not necessarily fan facing.
Paycom Center's Director of PR and Marketing, Lucy Albers, says a new arena breathes new life when trying to bring new events to town.
We are
headphones connected to the brain bone?
When bidding for them, it's essentially a bragging session. A shiny new arena plays a role in that, as does the community.
The biggest, perk that we could brag about is how well the city came out and showed up.
People showed out for the first 2 rounds of the NCAA tournament. Bidding for their events usually requires a collaborative effort with the city, and even hotel rooms and amenities come to the forefront.
The views are going to be so much better.
Concerts and everything else are handled by the arena alone.
It's going to be able to handle all of the the rigging that's coming down from the ceiling is going to be handled. All of the staff.
The Paycom Center, a run of memories spanning more than 2 decades, including an NBA championship, giving way to hopes of bigger and better.
So Oklahomans could see shows that they've never seen. Is that
Absolutely,
possible?
that's the hope.
Austin Brissett, Oklahoma's News 4.
Austin, thanks. Since the bidding opens years in advance, Albers tells us they are currently looking at both men's and women's basketball once again, as well as women's volleyball. And we told the new arena isn't built using ice, like the Tom originally got us
Here's our view of our sunset from Rose State College, and it was a beautiful day. Breezes came up a bit in Oklahoma City this afternoon, but it's nice and cool out there tonight with a gentle breeze, and we're down to 53 degrees with a south wind running 8 to 9 miles per hour, 57%
Check weapons and gear.
Check weapons and gear. We're hoping for the force.
And Oak and Sycamore are the two primary columns there. And the weak columns are good as well. Temperatures outside, 50 in El Reno, 53 downtown, 57 in Guthrie, 61 in Edmond, 59 and more in Norman. Chandler has 58, still is 59 with
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Right now, skies are fair. So we're down to 7.
Grenade going out.
Bans. Oklahoma County still in a burn ban, but that's set to expire tomorrow, Wednesday. Oklahoma County burn ban. Counties have to drop off today.
All stations, you're green to go. Stand by. When authorized.
We're getting more moisture out there.
Dropping max. Enemies dropping into the AR.
Really compliments here, beginning with this weather system now off the west coast. This will be arriving over the weekend. Now, the bottom line is this weekend, don't change any of your plans. This will come right across Oklahoma. And we may have some severe weather over the weekend. It may just put your hair over the weekend. Namely Saturday night here in central Oklahoma. You folks out west in western Oklahoma, earlier Saturday evening, even some proms coming up this weekend. So we'll start in the upper 40s and then 78 with basically total sunshine tomorrow. It will be noticeably windier on your Wednesday. Dallas 79, 77 Wichita, nice day in Branson 75, and low to mid 80s in the high plains for tomorrow. Again, pretty windy, fire danger does go up. So timing this weather system here, we'll see a decent wave of showers and thunderstorms come on out from the Texas Panhandle Saturday afternoon into western Oklahoma later Saturday evening. The metro looks to be at least 10 p.m. Saturday, could be midnight to around 8 o'clock or 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. Moves into eastern Oklahoma Sunday afternoon, a lower chance of rain Sunday afternoon. So basically an overnight event for us. That moves by. More important system coming up. Lead energy here, main upper level low pressure center there. Storms Monday, late in the day into Monday night as south winds really increase and low level moisture surges up in advance of that system there. Severe storms are possible, so heads up later Monday, central and southern
We're headed to the war zone.
And
Get geared up. Stand by.
Central and especially southern Oklahoma. And parts of Texas, Mason, 10 inches.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
They got me.
Skies.
Reloading.
We're going to see a lot of rain too. I think we're really focusing on the southern parts of our state.
Break time's over.
Into much of Texas for basically wave after wave after wave. Including tornadic activity for a very active mid-April jet stream pattern. Now we're going to back up here to the right wall of this stream. Heavy static patterns are stable. We're likely to stay totally
Enemy
in Saturday
Stand by for
Loading
the
fresh
war
mag.
zone.
evening, western Oklahoma, as early as about 11 p.m., 10 to 11 p.m. Saturday here in the metro. It's going to be pretty cool. This comes on across and by Sunday morning starts to take on and more important systems coming out again Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and next week. Here's the big rainfall spotted Friday, and then over the weekend, half-inch to 1-inch totals. Southwest and the south central parts of our state, but it will rain on
Saturday
Battle
night, we're going to
Royale.
start 48 degrees in the morning. And statewide will be in the middle to upper 40s with a light south wind. Clear in the skies for the lots of sunshine.
Keep clearing the gas. Get to the fight zone.
South at 20 to 30 and a high jump to 70. And the mid-70s to the low 80s and mid-80s out our panhandle. Friday, 79. Friday evening does look dry. Most days are dry. Right over the Kansas open in the corner. Here's my 11-day forecast. Active pattern here coming up. Wind will run from 48 for a low and 78 for a daytime high. Wind also on Thursday will see 15% chance late Friday. It's likely dry in the metro.
Primary location to eliminate all targets.
Saturday 30%, going close to 100% Saturday night, and then watch that space Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. Heavy rainfall possible as well, and we'll be right back.
The Foresight Drone Force, sponsored by Mobile McIntyre Law.
Capture it for information on the next gas break.
Customers celebrate their Love Your Home anniversary. That's one more year of them loving their home.
Adding on
High quality American-made siding and windows makes them proud to pull in their driveway and see their beautiful home. To celebrate our 44th anniversary, we're having a Made in America sale. Our patented seamless polymer siding and polymer windows are 40% off right now. And low monthly payments means loving your home is affordable. Click.
Hi, I'm Gary Owens.
Gas is ready for delivery.
We have the largest selection of flex steel in the state.
That's right, Gary. Collections like the Henry feature digital graphics,
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas break.
and leathers to fit your lifestyle. With Flex Steel's patented blue steel frame technology and lifetime warranty, why shop anywhere else?
Stop by and see our wide flex steel selection at any of our 6 locations across the state.
Tomorrow, only on News Nation. Cuomo.
Let's get after what's
Right. Here's what I got, Cuomo.
America's favorite sparring with hard-hitting debate.
It's ridiculous to make that assertion.
I'm telling you, Bill, you're not even
My job as a journalist and your job as a journalist is to get to the next gas break.
On Cuomo. Tomorrow at 8, 7 seconds. Only on News Nation.
How about that for a headline?
Rock and Brews Casino. Pure gaming with a rock and roll attitude. Voted King County's best casino for 2 years. From the moment you walk in, it's a VIP experience. Bigger rewards, more fun, and great food. Worth the drive every time. Where winning lives, and every guest is treated like a rock star. Eat, rock off I-35, exit 231.
Infill point activated. Now ensure the point is secure.
Powered by World's 10 engines, you can feel as comfortable as you do in here. Go road in the 2026 Nissan Rogue, the most powerful rogue ever. Nissan, number 1 new vehicle quality. Now get super
Infill
safe
point
air
captured.
exercise.
Right. Further peek at the next gas break.
Dash on Rogue.
I'm attorney Mike DePasquale. We hear this all the time. I don't need a lawyer. I can handle it myself. That's a bad decision.
All squad mates are in the safe zone.
If you've been hurt, call me.
We've got gas
I've got
moving
it.
in.
While the career politicians were hopping from office to office, accomplishing nothing, Chip Keating was chasing down violent criminals. It's time to have a governor who knows how to enforce the law and protect families. And President Trump has no better friend than Governor Chip Keating. Keating served as an
Squad
Oklahoma
mates in
State
the
trooper
gulag.
to report illegals once and for all. Chip Keating, doing what no career politician.
Switching mags.
Year membership, starting at just $6.99 per month.
Adding armor.
Haggard's Fine Furniture, family owned and community focused since 1960.
Now, sports. Brian Brinkley.
The Lakers may hold on to the top 4 seed and home court advantage in the
Come
first
get this
round of
loot.
the playoffs, but they've had a rough year against the Thunder, losing all 3 games against OKC. And tonight for Game 4,
You've got a loadout drop inbound.
stars Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic and LeBron James. They are, needless to say, not favored to win tonight. A.J. Mitchell getting the start with Jalen Williams sitting out with a hamstring injury. He should play tomorrow night against the Clippers. A quick start for the Thunder. Chet Holmgren, the
Squad mate redeploying to the AR.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, then SGA decided, I think I'll shoot this one myself. Knocks down the three. He has 11 points so far. Thunder led by 7 after the first quarter, tied at 42 early in the second quarter now in L.A. A lot of action in the transfer portal. The OSU men's basketball team, Anthony Roy, is entering the portal while also going to the NBA draft
Commence
process. After a previous injury. And two other OSU guards are entering the portal. Jalen Curry and Victorious Miller, average between 10 and 11 points a game this season. Forward Robert Gent entering the portal.
Deadeye drone ready for deployment.
Just 3 games this injury. The ball, was 5 of their top 6 scorers from this season. And we found out tonight, OU forward Koala Talk is entering the portal. Talk has been at OU for 2 years. He redshirted last year. To the diamond, OSU's baseball team hosted Oral Roberts tonight, tied at 8 in the top of the 9th inning when the Eagles' Hudson Ellis double-deuced. Left center to score Cooper Kelly and Cole Dunning. OSU got a run in the bottom of the 9th, but left 2 runners on, and ORU won it 10-9. Cowboys will open a 3-game series at Kansas State on Friday. OU's Kendall Wells earned 2 more honors today. She was named the D1 Softball National Player of the Week and the SEC Player of the Week. Wells hit a home run in each of 4 Sooner wins last week, breaking the SEC season record for homers and tying the NCAA freshman record. It's the first SEC Weekly Award, even though she's been dominating all season. Apparently, the SEC office. And the latest softball polls, OU moved up to number 2 in the nation behind Texas Tech and most major medals. The Sooners play a 3-game series at 4th-ranked Texas starting Friday. OSU is 20th in the USA softball poll. Capital playing Wichita State. And some bad news for former Norman High and OU pitcher Katie Horton. The Chicago Cubs announced today Horton will
Loading fresh bag.
Complaining of discomfort in his forearm. Tommy John surgery. He's already had that back in 2021. That means about a year out. The OKC Comets opened a 6-game home series against Round Rock tonight. 3-2 Comets in the 5th inning when Nick Senzel connected for the solo home run. He also had an RBI single. The Comets won it 4-3. The 2 teams will play at 11 a.m. tomorrow.
They got me.
Thanks to that longtime assistant and former
Adding on them.
assistant Colin Miller as the interim head football coach. We're back with more of this.
This segment of the news sponsored by 800 Got Junk.
Marking target location. Reload it.
Home collection. Inspired by Becky's signature style, this collection brings together timeless designs that are casual yet sophisticated. These warm, organic designs are customizable just for you, all at great
Loadout
values.
drop headed your way.
Discover the perfect balance of style and livability with the Becky Owens Home Collection, because your home should feel as good as it looks. Exclusively at the Design Studio by Madison.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
What's going on, bro? Can I charge my phone? Hey, can I get the password for the Wi-Fi? Oh, let's get the music. Those? I got something in my room.
Loaded with features for everyone.
Nice, man.
How was your the Hyundai Elantra? Now, get the Hyundai Elantra for 0.99% APR for 60 months. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
80% of Americans consider fast food a luxury. That's how bad Biden jacked up our economy.
Conservative Charles McCall.
Gas, food, and insurance cost too much. That's why I passed the largest tax cut in Oklahoma history. I'll eliminate the state income tax and freeze property taxes. An affordable burger may not be a God-given right, but in Oklahoma, it's pretty good.
Conservative Charles McCall.
Whataburger's Bacon Steakhouse Double. Do you need it? I'll tell you why. Do you need creamy steak sauce, crispy fried onions, aged cheddar, crunchy bacon? Or do you want creamy steak sauce, crispy fried onions, aged cheddar, crunchy bacon? The one even is a want.
Secure the supply boxes. Locations are marked on your tag map.
How should I know? I just pushed the card. Whataburger.
Creamy, crispy, crunchy. The Whataburger Bacon Steakhouse Double is back.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is inbound.
Built to tough it out. And take it easy.
supply box secured. Move to the next one. Food supply box is secured. One remaining.
Carva, call Parish Devon. If you've been injured, you might think it's best to wait and see before calling a lawyer.
But don't wait and see.
All supply
Once
box
the
is
insurance
secure.
company
Contract
is
complete.
desperate for money, they may offer you less than you really
Come get
deserve.
this loot.
A lot.
At Parish Law, we don't believe in wait and
Supply
see.
box is marked.
We believe in
Secure those locations.
Pepper wins. Call 405-444-4444 and get the no-fee guarantee.
Come get this loot.
Welcome back.
Come get this loot.
Vibes a bit tomorrow. Windy, sunny, and 7
Supply box secured.
So
2
much
to go.
rainfall the next
Napalm.
15
Deadeye
minutes or
drone
so.
standing by.
In the southern half of the state, the drought gets totally eliminated.
Oh,
A lot of storms.
Come get this loot.
In southern Oklahoma.
Enemy soldier incoming.
It's a good day.
Switching heads.
Excited about that rain. Thank you. Have a great night.
News 4 in the morning, weekdays starting at 4 a.m.
Just about every foundation repair company offers a free evaluation. But too often, they feel more like a sales pitch than an honest conversation. At Oklahoma Foundation Solutions, we've created a new opportunity for homeowners.
One
The free
supply box
foundation
remaining. Move to
Based on
secure.
real data from thousands of Oklahoma homes that we have evaluated and repaired, this quick online quiz will give you real answers. You'll know what's going on and what to look for prior to the on-site evaluation. Take the free foundation health check now.
Contract
and
complete.
empower yourself.
Supply box is down.
Loading fresh bag.
Now Sleep understands that a good night's rest is at the You'll have more energy to face the day like a pro. They have the largest selection with all the top mattress brands at the lowest prices, so you sleep better and save more. Their sleep experts will help you find a solution to fit your lifestyle and your needs. And they back it up for an entire year. Take your game and your sleep to the next level at Memphis Sleep.
I want something fun. Still professional. Something professionally fun.
It's okay to be particular.
Not too medium. More rare than medium, but still medium rare.
Especially with your insurance.
We need policies that
I'll cover your house, cars, boat, and provide peace of mind. Yes.
With Shelter Insurance, our agents help you design a plan that's particular to you for insurance that fits just right. Find a shelter agent near you.
See shelter agents Sophia Hernandez in Oklahoma City, Kristen Luty in Meeker, or Haley Meter in Hera.
Why have we always trusted Butler Roofing and Construction since 2009? Maybe it's because we're locally owned and operated, or because we provide affordable roofing services to residential and commercial clients. Maybe it's our 24-hour emergency services, or the fact that we work directly with insurance companies to make your experience seamless. Call 405-878-ROOF for your free estimate and to see why Butler Roofing is the most trusted roofing company.
Style or substance.
Semtex, front.
But there is another choice.
It's starting to come together.
Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get a total value of over $8,000 on this Sierra 1500 model, plus get 3,500 trade allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Hi, I'm Sean O'Connor. Looking for a 0-3 mower? At O'Connor, that's our specialty. See Oklahoma's largest inventory of residential and commercial 0-turn liners. Shop Toro's complete line of battery Zs, residential Zs, suspension Zs, commercial Zs, stand-on Zs,
An enemy squad is hunting you. Stay sharp.
Zs, and more. Best of all, O'Connor's award-winning parts and service department stays behind everything we sell. For a guaranteed price and award-winning service, O'Connor at Wells Fargo.
I'm attorney Mike Keith's quality. If you've been hurt, don't get hurt worse by the insurance company.
Your squad made it to the safe
My
zone.
illness and the insurance company
Gas is
ghosted
closing
me
in.
for 3 months.
So we took him to court. We got her over $500,000.
Switching mags.
My team fought for his rights. Got
Just keep on struggling. Transmit a cord.
Service
me! Break time's over.
Today, the White House asked Congress to give them $200 billion in additional funding for the war in Iran. At $200 billion, President Trump heard and was like, Iran must be getting one hell of a ball.
Loading fresh mag.
Of course, the war continues to drive up oil prices, but today Trump downplayed it, saying that he actually expected it to be worse. It wasn't a great time to say that. He actually explained the whole situation. Take a look at this. I think the gas prices.
Pressure's dropping. Need an assist.
I want to go back to the olden days. You know, when prices the big story is still the ongoing war in Iran. Trump asked all the NATO countries to send ships to help him unblock the Strait of Hormuz, but he's not getting a lot of positive responses. Let's take a minute to do a roll call and see how each country replied to Trump. UK? No. Finland? No. Norway? No way. Trump was like, I'm okay. Germany? No.
Buy me back.
Iceland?
Here we go.
No. Spain?
Almost
Hard
your turn,
pass.
soldier.
Trump
Stand
was
by.
like, but I need gas. Sweden said, bad idea. Trump said, I'll invade IKEA. Italy said, we're not starting. Can I still have Olive Garden? France said, sorry, it's not happening. What'd you just say?
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
I don't know where you are. Another no, Estonia. Wow, I'm getting lonely, bruh. Hungry and Luxembourg. Those who just flipped me the bird. Denmark, Turkey, Belgium, two screw you. Also you.
Switching mags. Redeployed and ready for business.
Your squad mates are on HVT. This one's high risk, high reward. You're right.
I don't know where if you're watching at home. I don't know where you're watching. Too much left. To get this to combine high oil prices, Trump has temporarily waived the Jones Act, which affects U.S. shipping. Now, if you don't understand the Jones Act, the order is very cheap to both heard the Jones Act. So,
Loading fresh mag. Incoming flag.
The Jones Act is domestic maritime transport compliance, whereby cargo moves between designated U.S. ports
Buy me back.
under applicable conditions.
I'm under fire.
Constructed in the U.S., owned by U.S. interests, documented under U.S. flag, and crewed primarily by U.S. citizens or permanent residents. Unless a waiver is issued for national defense, operational necessity, or other limited executive determinations with cost, routing, availability, and regional dependency, all affecting how the requirement functions. So sing it with me. Here we go.
We've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. No more fighting in the gulag.
We've lost
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
Everybody is excited about this. Today, March Madness officially began. That's right. And there was already a big upset with High Point University beating Wisconsin.
We're in the top three. Don't let up now.
In the tournament, the teams go from 64 to 32 to 16 to 8 to 4. Or as it's also known as Trump's approval.
Powers acquired a classified weapon. Take it from their cultists and...
Gets there to air commercial.
Switching mags.
The University of Virginia, located in beautiful
Targets
Charlottesville,
evaded.
a place
Bounty
for
contract in full.
scholarship, a place of
You're in the
excellence,
last two. Now
with
finish me.
world-class professors and state-of-the-art research facilities. Come to UVA, learn what it means to be a Cavalier. We are.
Watch out!
Cool. So I mean, like that. Now here's one for number 14 seed, Wright State. Watch this.
Wright State, located in beautiful Connecticut or Maryland. Ireland.
Just moving in.
Right.
Use safe zone location.
State with world-class right and state-of-the-art state. Come to Wright State and learn what it means to be a student at Wright State. We are Wright State. Wait, are we spelling that right? Right? Correct. I'm sorry.
In some entertainment news, Amazon just announced that their new reboot of the classic show American Gladiators premieres next month. That's gonna be fun. I used to love it. Awesome. Tariq, you a big fan? American Gladiator? No.
Loading fresh mag.
Right.
What about you, Jay?
Still have squad mates outside the safe zone. All enemy squads eliminated. Excellent work.
My catchphrase was. Eating it is tough. You never know whether to start with the ears or the insulin. We have a great show. Give it up for hey everyone, March Madness is here, and one of my favorite things is when fans try to distract the other teams when they're shooting foul shots. It's hilarious. Yeah. Look at this one. It's Moses. He splits this. Is that genius or what? Yeah. Well, they get really, it's genius. They get really creative and fun with it. Well, we wanted to get in on that, okay? So we made this. Where is it? Okay, here we go. All right, so this is the Jimmy Fallon. It's the Jimmy Fallon googly eyes, okay? So now, if you want the other team to miss a free throw, just hold this up and shake it around, okay? And then get the googly eyes do the work. And we actually also put a strap-on helmet here, in case you want to just wear it and just dance. Yeah.